Good afternoon. This is Mr. Smith from Direct Force Fighting Techniques. And I'm basically going to be going over how to use your body when you're in close proximity, protecting yourself from punches. Instead of, say this is the guy's arms, these two right here. And we're tangled up and we're trying to throw punches and get our best shots off. Instead of standing here and absorbing all of that energy coming into you, learn how to shift. Learn how to use your body. Learn how to punch using your hips. Learn short movement with your steps. I know you can't see my footwork here, but let's take, for instance, the guy and myself are right here. We're tussling. And I grab his arm and I feel that punch coming. Instead of trying to block and absorb all that energy, I'm just gonna let the energy go in that direction in the way that it wants to go. I don't have that much room to do that, so I can't mess around and make these big giant movements because I'll take myself out of position to attack him and it wastes a lot of time. So if we're tussling here, and I managed to grab his arm here, and I feel him trying to punch me in the stomach or trying to grab me around my neck or something like this or my clothes. I'm just going to shift, practice shifting left to right. I'm going to shift and let that energy go. It might not even be that big of a movement. It just might be enough where I can make a clearance and attack him, or I feel that energy going this way, I may step to the side and boom, get in a better position. If I feel that energy going that way, I might expand the arm, put him in some kind of lock. Who knows? If I feel him trying to do an uppercut, there's a way I can shut that down too by using body positioning and being able to stop or trap it immediately. If I feel him doing an uppercut, I could cross, use the other hand, and just close it down here and step back maybe an inch and attack. You know what I mean? Because this punch is, if he's throwing an uppercut, say this is his left side, and I cross, like if he's throwing it from this way, well actually this would be his right side. If he's throwing it from this side, here, this hand is still free. So I don't want to block and go into this one because now he can grab me here. I may shut it down and trap it here by just using just little subtle movements to give myself a better position and then attack him, maybe a strike to the face or something like that. So if you are practicing these small movements, if they're throwing punches, trying to grab, just little movements, not giving out that much energy and taking yourself out of position. Because a fight is messy, it's chaotic. You don't want to waste a whole lot of time, getting yourself out of position, then coming back in, because you got to understand, he's giving you stuff to do. So quickly, you have to answer that with something for him to do. And you want him more occupied than yourself. And you don't want to constantly be on the defense where you're just constantly blocking and trying to get out of the way. If I make these small movements, if this were an attack, let's say he's coming, this is an attack to me with a blade or something. I'm against the wall. I don't have that much time. I don't have any space because my back is against the wall. I'm just going to do a slight movement here. When I do this movement, this is an attack. Then, I can deal with that. There's many other things to do, but I want to immediately address this attack. So if my back is against the wall, I can't go backwards. So if we're tussling here and all of a sudden he gets his hand free and this is coming, just small movement, get myself out of the crossfire. And while I'm doing that, it has to be an attack. And I'm going to let that energy keep going. You know what I mean? I'm going to let it go for just a split second. Boom. And then I can address this. Because why I rocked him, that was his distraction. I can deal with this. But if I'm constantly doing these martial arts, TV, movie, kung fu flick moves. You don't have that much time, man. This is Mr. Smith from Direct Force Fighting Techniques. God bless you and stay safe.